Hey everyone, you are watching Drama Duo. Today we will be discussing about Itaewon's class.
We're gonna talk about episode 4, and the summary for that is the bomb gets suspended for 2 months. There's a small time jump where it goes to UCO where she turns 20, and UCO runs into Seroe in a public restroom because she's trying to escape from this jerk that she met. And then Seroe ends up helping her. And before that, Seroe and Soa was together already. So then, while they're running out from the bathroom, they met her, and they all running away from this jerk. After losing the guy, the 3 of them went to get some drinks, and Yiseo called out Soa, saying that she was the one who called the cops about the underage drinking issue. So then Soa confesses to Seroe, saying that she was the one, and she decides to leave them. And then Seroe and Yiseo were left alone, and they had a moment. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
My favorite scene for episode 4 is right in the beginning of the episode when the waiter guy, Seong Kwan, I think that's his name, remembers back to when he first met Seroe in jail. First off, I really love this scene. I would say this is absolutely one of my favorite scenes so far in the drama. So you can see in this scene, like even in jail, Seroe was eager to learn, and he was determined to get what he wanted. He had a goal, you know? And Seroe was not going to let like being a convict define who he was. Like when he was talking about like, you know, like you never know until you try, to the other guy, like why do you like say all this stuff like that convicts can't do anything, you know, you never know until you try.
Just because something bad happened,
just because you're labeled as a convict doesn't mean you can't make it out there in the world. That's what he's basically saying. And like the other guy kind of like, I feel like misunderstood what he was trying to say, like thinking that he was Seroe was being cocky.
Oh yeah.
But what he's trying to say is like, hey, you know, like you shouldn't sell yourself short just because you're a convict. And I just love him for like saying that, because you know it is true what he said. You shouldn't sell yourself short until you try it. And yeah, that's why I really love that beginning part of that scene. And then I love like the second part of the scene when like you can see that after the waiter guy gets out of jail, how he leads his life. Like he just kind of goes back into being a thug, and he doesn't like change himself, and he like constantly say that he's so sick of that, living that kind of life, and he wasn't happy. And then he meets Seroe, and he can see that Seroe is happy, and he has his own like business and stuff like that, and he just like is comparing his life, his 7 years out of jail with Seroe's 7 years, like how see the big difference and how they live their life. And I really like the line in there where he says that everyone is given the same amount of time. It's really what you do with it. And it's true, right? Doesn't that line just hit you?
Yeah.
It just hits me to my gut. I was just like, oh, it's so true. It makes me feel like I wasted my whole life. And you can see, like, after he meets Seroyi again, he, like, decides to quit his thug life to come work for Seroyi.
Seroyi.
Yeah, like I feel like Seroyi's character, he's like a Buddha. Like once you meet him, he just changes your life.
Yeah, like he's like, oh damn, like I want to be like him.
Yeah, he just opens your eyes to a bigger world.
For real, he does that to. I feel like he does that to everybody that like encounters or meets him.
He meets, like, he touches everybody's life,
and they're just like, oh shit,
and they just want to follow him. And
open my eyes.
yeah, and everybody just wants to him to like succeed because he has such like determination, and he's just so wise, so righteous.
My favorite scene is they were drinking. Seroyi and Yuseo was drinking, and it leads to this scene which I really like. So why I chose that scene was that like she's being indecisive, or she doesn't know what she wants. I feel like because her mom is telling her, don't be like me, don't fall in love and then end up like being like me, like because her daughter is like smart and everything, and she could do way better than how her mom is living. So she wants her to live a good life. But then like once Yuseo meets Seroyi, I think that kind of changes her opinion of what she wants to do with her life. And I feel like a lot of us, we go between that, like what we want to do for our life, and it's really hard.
I really like that scene as well, because in this scene you really see her like trying to like decide if she should like go to school and get a good job and everything. But I feel like in her character, her true character is she doesn't want like that kind of life. Like she wants to be different. And I feel like here, like in this scene, like she makes the decision like that, I don't want to follow like that same path like everyone else. I want to take my own path. Like after this scene, and she's like, she doesn't really care if it was a head or tails or whatever on the queen. Like she makes her own mind.
She's gonna do what she wants.
That's it for today. Please comment below and let us know what your favorite scenes were.
Remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for the notifications for our newest videos. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Bye.